I'm Coach Going here at Superior High School. I coach wrestling, also do the agricultural education courses, but obviously a coach's corner, so wrestling's the occupation I get to do.
First question, what is your coaching philosophy?
A lot of philosophies out there. I think 100% my belief is that as long as we get better every single week, there's progress made, then we're in the winning category. I've never coached a loser in my life. I got a lot of learners, but the opportunity to get better is every single day. If you're watching film and you're doing what you need to do and you get better every single day, a loss doesn't really hurt us too much. It's the ability to learn is what I like to think. Winning's not everything, but it definitely is a lot nicer when you are, and it keeps things going good in the practice room, but at the same time you need to lose sometimes in order to learn. So a lot of learning opportunities, and as long as we're getting better men, better women in the society and world, then we're doing a good thing. So basically we want to make productive citizens and keep them on the good path with grades as well, because they are student athletes first. So
what is your definition of a good practice?
Good practice, there'd be about an inch of sweat on the mat. That would kind of sounds gross, but I mean, if you're working, you should be sweating a lot. I don't really like when I look around and I see guys that are dry. Wrestling's a sport where I crank the heat up there, and we have to get underneath our weight constraints. We get underneath our weight variances. We understand that we have to be a certain weight by a certain day, and I don't like kids cutting weight, but there is a difference between cutting and getting to a healthy weight. And so I like as much work as I can possibly get. I like the kids working hard. I like a lot of conditioning, but not through actually just running. I want to do it with kids on the mat learning, getting better. That's the very key important factor to me, is making sure that they're doing what they need to do, and they're doing it hard.
What is a main focus that your team is working towards or working on?
It used to be called the Quest for the Quest, but now it's the Century League Center. But I think ultimately everybody's goal is to make that 16-man state tournament. If you're getting into that tournament, you're one of a few. Obviously 16 men left in the state of Nebraska, 16 men or women left in the state of Nebraska. It's important to note that that's a huge accomplishment. But what really is important to me is getting better. That process of going from stage 1 to stage 2, and there's actually progress made. Without that progress, we don't really go anywhere. And whether it's in the classroom or on the mat or out there at the workplace, if you're not progressing and you're staying in one place, then you're not doing anything.
Last question, how do you know you're doing a good job? What are your measures?
I like kids graduating. We've had a few kids go through the program that if it wouldn't have been for the sport of wrestling, it wouldn't have been for the support they were getting at home, probably wouldn't have walked across the stage. So ultimately, yes, I like state championships if we can get there. I like kids to be state medalists, but some of my best success stories are kids that they didn't ever get their hand raised in a state match, but they were able to graduate high school. That to me is more important. I mean, we're not all going to be world champion wrestlers. We're not all going to be Jordan Burroughs. We're going to have the opportunity, though, to be productive and make sure that we're doing the right things in public. So if we're getting kids to graduate and we're getting to the medals and we're doing progressive work, then that's good enough.